a specific audition here. I read that you auditioned for Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Many questions about that. First, what was that your first like big professional Hollywood audition? If it was, how incredibly intimidating is that? And what does it mean to audition for a Star Wars movie too?
Well, that was kind of in like the death part of my modeling career. Uh, I was still living in New York. I had an agent. Well, I had a modeling agent who is amazing at IMG Models, and she knew that I was kind of on the way out, and I think she wanted to help me facilitate, the bridge. And of course, the first audition she comes up with is Star Wars, and I I think I did a decent enough job, but I was not prepared to do something of that scale. And I'm incredibly glad that I didn't end up getting it now because I would have absolutely tanked it. um, but it's double, in a way. I was like, wow, it's incredible to get to read text of that quality and to work at that level, or to try to work at that level so soon. But also, it's quite interesting when you approach it totally green and totally fresh, and you don't really realize how big it is to get to do something like that, and who the people on the other side of the self tape are. So I guess, it's it was interesting. It was interesting, to say the least.
So, first big audition right there. What is it like walking away from it and not getting it? How do you manage whatever disappointment comes with something like that? But then, what is probably the biggest takeaway from that particular audition that you found yourself applying to future ones?
First of all, like, there I learned so much just about, like, initially doing self tapes and then coming and meeting someone, about how much time it takes, how much I actually really enjoy doing self tapes, and how far you can do, and how people actually want to see your perspective. I mean, that's why you're doing a self tape. That's why you're not in the room. Um, but I mean, a no is a no, and I've had a million no's in my career. I think that's something that, helps, that I've worked since I was 12, because I've had no's. No, 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 no. And at some point you realize, like, oh, well, it's not because I suck. It's not because I'm not good enough, or it's not because I don't have any worth of, any self-worth, or because I don't deserve to be here. You're not right for everything. I can honestly say so many of the projects that I've read for, and then I end up seeing someone else go get it, and you're like, yeah, she's probably going to do a better job than me. But then there are some jobs where you just read it and you're like, no, like, no one else is going to do this. This is my part. Like with Freydis, I was like, oh, great. Well, you don't even have to look at anyone else, because it's my part. So thank you.